To get started on this exercise, you should have downloaded the Lesson 15 folder, and let's double-click on the L15 Start file. Now, if you do get any warning dialog boxes about any active fonts, you can simply say to activate any fonts that may be missing. Let's go up to File and down to Save As, and we'll call this the Nursery Social Posts. Keep it an Illustrator file and hit Save and say OK. We want to make sure to view everything, so let's go up to View and do Fit All in Window. That way you can see all of your artboards. To place images, go to File and down to Place. And we're going to locate the images. And the first image that we want to place is going to be the Bring Some Life image. Now, when you place these, you can either link them, and that will save a copy of it elsewhere, or unlinked is going to embed it. If we say place, this will follow our cursor. And let's click at the top left corner of this artboard to place it inside of this area. Notice that when we do this, it places it at full resolution, so it's nice and big. So we need to scale this down. If necessary, you may need to zoom out. But with your black arrow selection tool, hold down the Shift key and click and drag until it fits nicely inside of this area. Now, when you place an image, if you need to be able to transform it or to flip it around, inside of your Properties panel, of course, here is where we can go to change the size or percentage of anything that we've got. If we want to flip it, this button will allow us to flip it horizontally, and then now you can see how it flipped it, but in this case, it was off the artboard. I'm going to undo what I did. This time, I'm going to set my center point to be the reference point, and now when I flip it, it flips it from the center. From here, I'm going to drag this up just a bit, and if necessary, you can always make it a little bit bigger than the size of your artboard. If you want to crop an image, with the image selected at the bottom of your Properties panel, choose Crop Image, and this is going to temporarily mask it off. We can then click on the edges and have it fit nicely inside of our artboard area. Then when we're finished, we can click on Apply, and it crops it down to that area. And then finally, let's go up to Object, Arrange, and let's send it all the way to the back behind our design. One more time, we'll go up to View, and let's view all in the window, then File and Place. This time, let's locate the YouTube Photoshop file, which will be the second one. We'll say Place. One more time, we'll zoom out. This time, let's go to File and Place. Locate the second image, which is a Photoshop document. This time, turn on Show Import Options and hit Place. Showing the import options allows you to do some things to your image as you bring it in. For this one, let's set our layer comps to be text off, so no text is being brought in. You can see a preview of what it would look like before or after, with or without the text. And we want to keep it convert layers as objects, but show the import and import hidden layers. We'll say Open. This time to place it, click and drag to place the image inside of this area to have it automatically placed within that. Now, since we brought in this image and we turned off some hidden layers, we want to be able to turn those on whenever is necessary. So with the image selected, go to your Layers panel. You can open up Layer 1, and you can see this first image is that image that we brought in. You may have to open up a few sub-layers, and if necessary, you can drag this out. But you can see where the text graphics was turned off for their visibility. This allows you to turn on and off the visibility for those layers. Now, if you want to place multiple graphics, you can also go to File and Place. This time, let's choose number 3, and then hold down the Shift and get all of the other images that are brought in. When we say, and we're going to uncheck the Show Import Options as well as Link, say Place. Notice that it will follow your cursor, and if you want to preview what these look like, you can always hit your arrow key to cycle through each of the different images. Let's put this first image right here by clicking and dragging. We'll put the second image beside the Mix and Match up here, and then the third image will be beside Breathe Easy in your space down there. Let's zoom down to this Find Your Style. If we wanted to mask off an area, First, you need to have a specific shape already created. In this case, we want to put the image inside of this circle. Let's drag the circle on top of this area and go to Object, Arrange, and bring it to the front. Now that it's in the front, hold down the Shift key and select both the circle and the image behind it. You can then go to your Properties panel, and with both of them selected, choose Make Clipping Mask. This will mask off inside of this area. Now, if you wish to edit anything inside of this mask, we need to double-click on it. This will go into isolation mode. Then this will allow you to select your image and drag it up until it's nice and in place. To get out of it, let's go to Out of Isolation mode. And let's drag our little guy back into this area. And now he looks good. Let's go over to our hanging basket on this one. I'm going to make sure this is on top of our area, and if necessary, hold down Shift and we'll drag it up so it's larger than the actual area that we're working on. To automatically add a mask to this area, you can click on Mask. Notice that this adds a mask path on top of it, and then you can either edit the mask or you can edit the contents from the top of the Properties panel. This way, if I wanted to mask off the area, I can click on Edit the Contents. Then with the image selected, I can either move it around or change it up. In our case, let's flip it over horizontally. Then I can go to Edit the Mask, and with the mask selected, I can go in and adjust the size of it. Let's bring it in to match the size and content of our artboard. Once again, go to Object, make sure it's selected, Object, Arrange, and set it to the back. Now, you know what? I just realized I have this on the wrong place. Let's swap it out. We want this to be up in Mix and Match. Since it's the same size, that's okay. We're going to simply drag it up here, and now it fits nicely. Let's pull this guy down here so we can work on him. For this one, let's place it on top of our artboard, and let's scale it up to fill the entire artboard area. That looks good. The other way you can mask something is with an opacity mask. To do this, let's grab our rectangle tool, and I'm going to click and drag over this lower portion right about here. Then let's add a gradient to it. For the fill, choose Black to White Gradient. Then with the gradient rectangle selected, use your black arrow selection tool and hold down Shift and also select the image. With both of those selected, go back over to your Properties panel. Under Opacity, tell it to make a mask. Notice that this adds a little mask on top of this area, and anything that's black is now becoming opaque. Anything that's white is now 100% anything that's white is opaque. Anything that's black is transparent. Now, at any time, if we need to edit our mask, select the image and open up Opacity, and we can tell it to unlink the mask. This way, you can choose between whether the image or the mask is selected. Now with the mask selected, we can click on it and re-drag it. Additionally, we can use our gradient tool, and we can go from the bottom edge to the top to get it to fade downward. Now that looks like it's fading really nicely. Just remember to go back to your opacity and re-link the area. Click on the image and choose Link. You can deselect by choosing your selection tool and clicking away. With this done, now all we have to do is to save up our image. Go up to File and down to Save, and this is what you're going to upload to the class page.